So today I'm going to compare and contrast two very famous historical sites, Angkor Wat in Cambodia and the Palace of Versailles in France. So let's introduce to each one. Angkor Wat, built in the early 12th century, is the largest religious monument in the world, and it was originally a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu and later became a Buddhist temple. It represents the height of the Khmer Empire and what do we call and is a symbol of Cambodian identity. On the other hand, the Palace of Versailles was built mainly in the 17th century during the reign of King Louis XIV of France. It served as a royal residence and the political center of France. Versailles represents luxury, absolute monarchy, and the artistic achievement of European classical architecture. So let's dig into the similarities. Even though these two places come from different cultures, they share some interesting similarities. First, both are masterpieces of architecture. Angkor Wat shows the precision and engineering of the Khmer Empire, while Versailles demonstrates the grandeur and the symmetry of French classical style. Secondly, both sides were built to show power. Angkor Wat showed the king's religious devotion and authorities, while Versailles showed the king's absolute control over France and the French nobility. Lastly, today both sides can attract millions of tourists each year. Angkor Wat and Versailles are cultural treasures that help their countries' tourism and economy. So let's move on to the major difference. First one is purpose. Angkor Wat was a religious temple complex for worship. Versailles, on the other hand, was a political and royal palace used for government, ceremonies, and king's daily life. The next one is architectural style. Angkor Wat used sandstone, towers shaped like lotus buds, long corridors, and detailed carving of Hindu stories. Versailles is famous for gold decoration, huge hall like Hall of Mirrors, beautiful gardens, fountains, and classical European symmetry. And the third one is cultural meaning. Angkor Wat is deeply connected to the spirituality and identity of Cambodia. It even appears on the national flag. Versailles, on the other hand, represents European royal culture and the history of French monarchy, including the events leading up to the French Revolution. And the last one is location and environment. Angkor Wat is surrounded by forests and ancient moats, giving it a mysterious and sacred feelings, while Versailles is located near Paris, surrounded by formal garden designed for beauty, entertainment, and royal celebrations. So, in in conclusion, Angkor Wat and the Palace of Versailles are two amazing historical sites that show the artistic and cultural achievement of their civilization. One represents ancient religious devotion, while the other demonstrates royal power and luxury. Even though they are different in purpose, style, and environment, both sides remind us of the creativity and ambition of human history. Thank you for listening.